Hi everybody, it's Kathy here and it is Sunday, so that means we are Scraplift Crafternooning together again. Each Sunday this fun-loving bunch of scrappers get together to scraplift a layout that we love, and we add our own personal creative flair to it. This week we're scraplifting one of our own. You saw her beautiful layout there. That's Kristen, scrapping on the fly, and it is her birthday month, so that's why we are scraplifting Kristen today. So happy birthday, Kristen. I hope you have a great one. Look, Tara, you'll be impressed. I'm using some 49 and Market today. Very rare for me to do, but I am using it, and it is the Wanderlust Explorer range, and that's because I'm doing a photo from my trip over to Canada and Alaska last year, and I thought this would be perfect for it. So Kristen's layout is a half layout. I could have scrap lifted using the papers that she had, because I have those papers as well, but I decided I would go my way with this beautiful rich coloured papers from 49 Market, and I do love it. I don't own very much 49 Market, I must admit. I find it hard to work with, but watching these very talented ladies here on a Sunday afternoon, I'm learning quickly, and I am happy to experiment with it. So I'm going to use the second side of the map paper there that you saw to the left, because it has this beautiful layered image on it, and it's like layered papers from the collection with some doilies and note paper and so forth. So it looks like I've layered up a whole lot of papers, but I haven't. I'm cheating. I'm using just the half, and that's going to be perfect for my photos to be laid on there. This way I am incorporating it into the overall effect, and it looks like I have gone ahead and laid up lots of different papers, and I think that's the best thing about 49 Market, is that it does have that layering effect without actually having to use layers and layers and layers of paper. So I'm going to cut out from this cut apart one the little frame down the bottom here with the wooden frame, and I am trimming it down a little because I don't want it the full size. And I'm going to use that to the side that Kristen had her little note paper in her original layout. So that's a piece that I'm putting in there. And I do love the colors of this paper. It is a beautiful range. I particularly love that side. I wish I had more of that. I think I'm going to have to go hunting for it, because I do like those flowers. As you can see, there's the second half of that layered piece that I have fussy cut around to put onto the front for my photo. So I'm using a 1-inch frame in black, and I'm layering it up. That leaves a gap down the middle, which is fine because Kristen has that down the center of hers, and she's put down a strip of plain cardstock. But what I've done is I've gone through my branding strips, and I've chosen 3 that are the colors from the layout, and I'm actually going to include those as my pieces down the center, and you can see that there. And because of the size of that fussy cut piece that I'm going to include, a lot of this doesn't get seen, but that's okay, because it will just peek out and add to the layout, not overpower the layout. And I do love the colors. It matches the papers beautifully, and it provides that solid base on which to complete the layout. So that's a good reason to keep those branding strips, because they do complement your layouts when you actually go through them. And I'm just putting that piece there. Oh, it just looks stunning, doesn't it? It's just so nice. I like it. Yes, I admit it's beautiful. 49 Market papers are just lovely, and the quality is outstanding. So yes, I do need to invest a little bit more, I think. I do have some, but I just don't use them because I always struggle with how to use them. But watching Tara and Rona and Lisa Cuneo, all of those people using them all the time, they are so good and talented at using it. Terry Rice is great at using Minte, which is the same type of thing. I'm learning how to get over my phobia of using these beautiful papers and actually starting to incorporate them in my layouts. So let me talk to you about my photo. My photo is of my girlfriend and I, and 2 people we met on the cruise, Cindy and Mike. They were fantastic. We met them first off in Anchorage at the train going to Seward. Seward, I don't know. I just don't get that name. I kept saying to the Americans on the train, it's Seward, not Seward, whatever they were telling me, trying to teach me. Anyhow, Cindy and Mike, we met in the train station, and I actually said to Mike first up, I said, you look like Santa. Can I have a photo with you so I can say to my kids at school that I met Santa? And he said, actually, I am Santa. So he does Santa very well. He is very popular and very, very busy. This going to be starting up very soon. Always on demand, dressed up as Santa, and Cindy dresses up as Mrs. Claus. And on the cruise, we got photos with them in front of Hubbard Glacier, and it was just magical. And they are fabulous. And my girlfriend and I have kept in touch with them, and we do talk to them. I will have Mike's details down below so you can go and check him out. He is the authentic Santa. You need to see him. He is fabulous. So we got off the boat. We kept running into them throughout the cruise, spending time with them. And then we got off the boat in Vancouver, and we were waiting to kill time before our Airbnb became available. And we ran into them again, and this was our last photo with them. And so it was really special. They are fabulous people, and who knows, perhaps one day again we will travel together again. But it was a special moment, and I just wanted to capture that friendship that was developed on the cruise with these amazing, amazing people. But as I said, go check out Santa. You will be amazed. Mike is fantastic. We just think he is magic. I am using some chipboard, which I have gotten from Scrapbook Fantasies, and you just saw how they have them now in the grid, and you just cut them out. What I've done is off screen, I have coloured my chipboard, and I've used Tim Holtz weathered paint, and I've used orangey colour for the maple leaf. I put the maple leaf in there because we were in Vancouver. I'm umming and ahhing about adding the flowers, and in the end I decided not to. I think they're not necessary for this layout. I actually like the simplicity due to the complex patterns on the background. I'm going to add in some puffy hearts here in the bluey colour, which is picking up the colours from the matte paper and in that rustic paper. I did use a branding strip down the bottom, and it says, as soon as I saw you, I knew an adventure was about to begin. And that is so true when we, about to happen, sorry. And that is so true with these two amazing people. So I love how this has come together. I'm putting enamel dots in, and that's in clusters of 3. At first I was just going to put one extra in, and then I decided no, I had enough that I could do 3 small ones in each of the cluster points, and that's allowing your eye to roam around, and it's setting up that visual triangle, which is really important. And I like how this has come together so nicely, and they are subtle. They blend in nicely with the page. They're not sticking out, and they're creating that little point of interest for your eye when it roams. And I do love how this has come together. Like Kristen's layout, you can see all of my references from hers. I have got the layered matted photo, which is similar to hers. I do have the journaling over to the left where she has her notepad. I have my clusters in the points that she has. Down the bottom, on the paper, there was a print in it. So that's where I've put that quote. That's to give that 2 strips across there. And I'm just going to add in some word phrases to finish off this layout. And they're all about seeking adventure. Now, I've put the title Cruise because that's where we were. Let's Go on an Adventure is in my tab at the top. And, oh, no, actually, I think it says Let's Go Explore. I had a choice. I went with the Let's Go Explore. Putting another little phrase there under the camera. And the last one I'm going to put over near the maple leaf. And as I said, these are Tim Holtz little quotes, and they're all about enjoying life, living life to the fullest, and seeking adventure where you can. Life's too short not to have an adventure. Go and have an adventure today or tomorrow, everybody. You really need to get out there and have some fun. I can't wait to go on my next adventure. My girlfriend that I was traveling with, she's already on hers. She's been traveling around Australia. So I'm looking forward to my next adventure. What about you? Do you have an adventure planned? Here's my layout. I love how this has come together. The colors are just magic. The photo just pops off that page beautifully. And there's another page to my Alaskan trip that I really, really want to get scrapped. So go and check out everybody else on the playlist, everyone. You will see some amazing interpretations of this layout from Kirsten. It is a classic half and half. Everybody can do it. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and share what you get done on this. And leave me a comment down below. What did you like about this layout? Tell me, how did I go with the 49er market? Thanks for watching. Happy scrappy, everybody. Have a great week. See you over on my next video. Here it is. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch ya real soon.